The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
I like my green with crystals like Folgers, picking up momentum, rolling like boulders. They call me ice, but I'm really much colder. My rhymes is heavy like the weight on my shoulders. I'm spitting that red hot smoldering lava. I fight to the end like the Navajo. Crack a bottle though, make it the goose with cranberry and triple sec. Triple my check, I feel the ripple effect of a fool on the loose. I hit you from every angle, from obtuse to right. Street shit like JJ, I'm dynamite. Slide me some dough, I show you an execution in the flesh, and promise not to leave nothing left. If you bomb it, I keep stabbing, shooting, damaging, looting, till it ain't no disputing who the greatest is.
What up, party people?
Party people.
What up, party people?
Wow.
Wow.
We're about to get funky.
Yeah. About to get funky with your friendly neighborhood third string preacher, Mike Robertson.
Third string preacher.
Yeah, you know, the main preacher be on the road, and the dude that used to read the scriptures, he becomes the second string, and then I read the scriptures. Now, if he's sick, then I get to be the full-on
But
preacher.
if everybody's in attendance, you're the nigga who moves the speakers.
Yeah. Make sure everybody got a
sound
fan.
man. He's in charge of the sound ministry.
Yeah, man. Make sure you got a fan. Everybody got a fan? Y'all good?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all good? Got your red book? Got your hymn book?
Counsel the ladies in the back.
Make sure they got their tithe envelopes.
Mm-hmm. So he's been cheating, huh? Come here.
We'll show him.
Come to this back room.
Show me how it all happened.
Where all the worship happens.
Show me how it all happened and how it all went down. Please show me.
What's good, Mike?
What up, man?
Happy Tuesday to you, my good brother.
Thanks, brother. Happy Tuesday to you,
yes,
too, Mr.
sir.
Melrose.
It is a good
Might
Tuesday.
as well introduce you, man. Melrose Uncut, the what?
Most interesting comic in the world, Craig.
Yeah.
In the whole world.
Man, that's a hell of a title.
Yeah, and it depends upon how big your world is, if it's relevant to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A lot of people live in a different world. See how interesting that just got?
Damn.
Yeah.
So if you live in your own world, then you got it beat, huh? Undisputed.
Hands down.
Undisputed champion.
Nobody's challenging me in my world.
Man, Melrose, man. I shouldn't even say the words, have you heard about it, man? But what you think about the whole Nipsey shit, man? That's it's a lot of layers to it, man. There's so many layers.
We're going to have to peel back the onion.
Yeah, I guess we got to peel back the layers because
onion.
It's such a sad situation.
It is a very sad situation. I was deeply touched by the whole thing, and it left me with mixed emotions.
Yeah.
Mixed emotions.
Yeah, I think I would say the same thing, man. I got a lot of mixed emotions about, you know, the exact situation, and then more bigger situation like our situation.
There's
and
an
our
exact
people.
situation?
Well, I mean, there's a thing that happened, right?
Okay.
But then you can look at it from a standpoint of black men.
Okay.
You can look at it from a standpoint of LA shit.
Okay.
You can look at it from a standpoint of niggas got conspiracies and all this type of shit. You know what I mean?
There
There's
are many
so many
conspiracies
layers
floating around.
So many layers to the game. And we're going to dig into them, Melrose.
We got a call.
Oh, we got a caller?
Dewan.
What up, Dewan Brown?
What up, my brother?
How you doing, man? We can't hear you too well.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, much better. Much better. What up, bro? Thanks for calling in, man. We just really getting it kicked off, man. Talking about the whole Nipsey thing, man, about all the layers to it, man. There's a layer of, you know, it just being a crime scene. There's a layer that has a gang layer. There's a black on black layer. There's a conspiracy layer. There's a law enforcement layer. There's so many layers to this shit, man.
There's so many layers, and people are arguing over which layer is right when everyone's to be right at the same time.
Yeah, and also I think unless you're in the inner circle, man, you don't really have the full picture, and even then, you might not even have the full picture. At this point, it's only been 2 days.
Facts.
Yeah, you don't. But you don't. You can start to put 2 and 2 together based on, what you're starting to see happen.
Okay.
And I just remember, all I know is I found out sometime late Sunday night, early Monday morning, I was asleep. I just woke up to a shitload of inboxes of who it was that killed him and how it was done. And the news don't release the picture until 36 hours later. I got a problem with that. Like, them knowing I'm not going to say who I know is the cop. But I know a few cops. One of the messages I got was from a police officer who was a detective. And he told me what the deal was early, sometime while I was asleep between Sunday night and Monday morning. I woke up to this shit. And then, because he know I get on the radio and do shit. So, just give me some information. And my question was, okay, why is the news just now releasing this dude's picture 10:30 last night? If you care about catching them, let's release this information now so we can get the bastard.
Well, I think there is somewhat of a due process that has to happen. I mean, we can just say that, yada, yada. No?
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
You have on camera, you see the guy getting in the car. Because at the time, when it first happened, they thought it was one of 2 people. But they did have the car license plate number and the color and the description of the car. Usually, and the person with the gun on camera jumping inside that car. Usually, when you have that, you at least let the people know we don't know who the suspect is. It could be a few people, but if you see this car, this license,
who would you be letting know? You mean like the general public? You mean?
Yeah, that information let out. Car, the same information that they let out last night. License plate number. They last night at 10:30. You saw ABC News say Chevy Cruze white, and they gave us the license plate number. But they knew that 36 hours ago.
Yeah, but at this point, they got the motherfucker now, right?
They got him now at a mental health facility. A nigga checking into a mental health facility.
Yeah, and that's just a ploy to start his whole insanity plea and shit. To say like, hey, you guys even found me, man.
He was definitely crazy for trying that.
And we got to ask, why is somebody just let out? Got let out? Why is he even over there? Why? Everybody knew. Cats knew homie was a snitch. He was an informant. The word on the street is what the people are saying is Nipsey's the one told him, look, man, you ain't even welcome around here. Cats knew. And my question is, why is a felon getting let scot-free like this, and then ends up over there? I don't know.
Well, you just said it. He was an informant.
Well, let me say this, man. Plus, I mean, shit, all his homies are felons. Anybody that's ever around them is a felon.
But a known informant, all felons ain't informants.
No, exactly.
But all informants are felons.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I feel like though, man, because there's a lot of conspiracies going around, and I'm open to really getting some proof about something happening, and then letting that guide my interpretation of it maybe differently. But as of right now, man, it just looked like some regular old street shit, man, that happens a lot of times.
It does.
And Nipsey is famous, and a lot of people look up to him, man. And that's why it seems so man, you kill somebody over nothing like that. But that's what niggas do, man. Most motherfuckers that get killed, man, they get killed over nothing, bro. It don't be like a big heist happening or something. It'd be like you got some beer on my Domino's, nigga. You know what I mean? And that shit go into an argument about the last time you spilled beer, nigga, and then it's on and cracking. So it could be any reason, man. And to me, it just seemed like, unfortunately, man, living that lifestyle and that LA shit runs deep, man. It's it's that regular old shit, man.
It is the regular shit.
A brother can just have the decision and the power to walk away, man. You have that decision and that power.
I think too. We once you get to a certain level, it gets difficult when you start to mix good and evil. Either you're gonna if you're gonna be the councilman and you came from a street gang, at some point you're going to have to denounce the gang.
That's right.
And say, I'm no longer affiliated with these people. And even though you are still, but I have to come out and publicly say that I'm no longer a part of this situation moving forward as of today. I did come up in the street gang. I was a part of this and yada, yada, yada. But at no point when I'm running for councilman can I participate in
throwing up signs,
gang
hanging
activity.
with niggas,
Like
doing all that shit. Right.
It minimizes who I'm becoming.
Right.
I think.
And it also keeps you, because it also keeps you in the water, man. You can't get out. You can't get out of the water all the way, man, when you got 1 foot in it. And that's what it does, man. It just kind of like holds you there, bro, instead of just totally releasing, man. It's a hard thing to do, is releasing from that culture, because that's what it is. It's your whole culture, you know?
For me, I don't want to judge either way.
I'm not judging.
No,
I'm
saying
I don't want to say what the man should or should not have done, because
I'm not even speaking in terms of Nipsey Hussle. I'm speaking, that's why I use councilman. Like once
I was going to go with that example.
Go ahead.
Because our city council, our police departments, they're all full of white people that are in gangs. Like we act like black people are the only ones in gangs. Like the Palos Verdes, there's an article that came out back in 2012 about the gangs over in Palos Verdes. They killed somebody on the beach for a parking spot. And in that article, they talked about how the city council and the police department was full of second and third generation people in those surfer gangs. People like the whole thug life.
Surfer gangs?
Surfer gangs. They've been around longer than street gangs, and they have more bodies too. We need to look them up. It ain't just Crips and Bloods out here.
Were they drowning people?
Huh? Yeah, no. They will literally kill you if you take their parking spot. And we got to look them up because they've been doing it since the 1940s.
The murders at Palos Verdes Ranch.
But that's what we do.
Stick a surfboard up his ass.
and not to judge, but look at what we're doing right now. We harsh on the black people, but then we find out white people are killers. We kind of play it off.
No. We already know they killers.
No, we.
Yeah. And also, it don't matter that they killers, man. They all killers.
But what I'm saying is this. Nipsey was a person that was really deep in the business. The angle I'm looking at is the business angle.
Right.
The fact that he's doing so much business in an area ripe for gentrification. And I look at America's history of how they treat business owners, specifically black business owners who are making too many power moves in an area. That the history doesn't bode well for that. And on top of that, when I look at, we can take the angle, he was just killed by his own people. But what I encourage listeners to do is to do their own research. Don't listen to a word I say. Please don't listen to me. Research it yourself. Research Operation COINTELPRO, and you'll find out how COINTELPRO.
I'm very aware of COINTELPRO. I was once investigated by the COINTELPRO.
We know it real well.
And the thing with the COINTELPRO was a lot of the people who died, they died at the hands of their own people, by informants who were their own people, right in public in front of everyone else.
I mean, it dates back many years.
Yeah, that's why we can't fall for that shit, man. We can't, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
We can't fall for that shit.
It could easily be street shit, and that's all it was. It could be going. I don't know. My whole point is,
well,
as folks, we gotta keep the door open for
Right.
Yeah. So I would say that, man, one thing that's really special, I was really proud of the neighborhood and LA and even hip hop and black culture around the country, man, how people showed love and really took a second to give a nod of respect for Nipsey Hussle, man, because people really respect that shit, man. So what, you've been see, we grew up in gang culture, man. Everybody's a goddamn banger, you know what I mean? So niggas don't really hate on that out here. If you are taking care of your family, man, being a shining light of example, man, and inspiration for people and all those types of things, man, people will see that, man, when it's genuine and give you real love, man. I think that's what we're seeing from Nipsey Hussle, dude, right now.
Yeah, people already love that man, you know what I mean? He deserves every bit of the love because of the work that he put in with the people, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Dang, man. Well, look. Hey, man. Well, look, thanks for calling in, Dewan, man.
For sure, y'all. I'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, man.
Encyclopedia
back,
Brown.
Encyclopedia.
The good brother.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Give it up for Dewan Brown. Clap, clap, clap. Not in the house.
You want to call, act like he was here. Nigga, relax. Free up the line, bro.
Show up, man. I know. What up, though, Melrose?
Hey, no, just piggybacking on everything that he was talking about, I think as black people, we know the murderous history of white people and what they've accomplished in their
reign.
Yeah. You know what I mean? When we start to look at us as a people, we got to start holding each other accountable for what we're doing and how we're doing it. And I think even today, all week, in honor of Nipsey Hussle, I'm going to be in a shirt and tie. I'm about my business, and I'm about business in the community and everything that he was implementing, some of those strategies. I'm all for, and that's what the suit and tie week is about. We have to start seeing people at their highest self. You know, everything that I've been coming across in social media is Neighborhood Nip, and Neighborhood Nip at some point became international, and his ideas and his future. You know?
So thinking about the future, bro. He lived in the future.
How you thought I was in court today?
I
was, but that's what it's about. That's what it's about. And I wasn't a fucking.
God damn it, he faking in front.
I wasn't a plaintiff, nigga. I was the lawyer, motherfucker.
You must have been an extra and shit.
You saw my Judge Judy episode.
That's funny, man. Well, but I feel you though, Melrose. I do, man.
Real talk, because I mean, being
what. Melrose.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, man, look the part, be the part,
man. And I haven't had so much respect in Starbucks in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I had motherfuckers just stepping out of the way. Like, yo.
Melvin, is that you?
Yes. It looks like he's in a hurry.
He's coming.
Yes, sir. I don't got served so many times. I almost took the motherfucker off.
Exactly. They can't tell you no to the bathroom code. You're fucking...
Wi-Fi was free everywhere.
You'll Yelp them motherfuckers in a second.
So yeah, man, I think that's an important thing because I think we have to start looking the part, and that's one of the things that I really did appreciate about Nip in so many ways. He even when you heard him speak, it was just something magnificent about his approach, and it wasn't on some street shit. You can tell he had been really counseled and studied and geared towards these interviews to not sound like a neighborhood nigga.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was inspiring for young black men to hear, listen to. You know what I mean? So I really applaud everything that he was doing.
Yeah, man, and he didn't have what you could call like neighborhood ideas, man.
Right.
He was looking to really do some shit in all types of ways, man. Launching new technologies, making a green planet, man. All types of shit, man.
I just felt like he was open to the masterminds that were around him, because a lot of times when you're in that position, people approach you with these type of ideas.
That's right.
And if you're just closed-minded, like, nah, I'm good, it falls by the wayside. But being able to utilize his influence and his LA credibility and to bring some of these projects to our city was monumental on his behalf. And it really saddens me what happened to the brother and how it happened, where it happened, in front of all of the people. It's another form of our own terroristic ways that we implement on each other. And it ultimately makes you afraid to take these kind of stands, because when something like that happens to somebody trying to do things so monumental, we instantly tie in the FBI, the government, the this, the that, and like it makes niggas scared to even want to have a voice or have a vision or approach anything on that platform on that level. It scares niggas. Like, yo, I'd rather just be ignorant if they gonna kill me.
Well, that's the thing. It is scary, and you are risking your life.
Yeah.
And for somebody like Nipsey to do everything he was doing, living the life he was living and being who he was, it was risking his life to be that person in the public eye like that, you know? Automatically, by design.
I believe we have a caller. You on air with the Mike Robertson Boulevard Show.
What's up, what's up?
What's up, what's up? What's going on, Mr. Mike? What's going on, Melrose?
What's cracking?
What up? Who's this, man?
Hey, look, I want to piggyback on what you were just saying, Mr. Melrose.
Okay.
You was talking about we got to start looking at ourselves in a higher light.
Yes, sir.
That's what you said?
I did say that.
I think Mike might disagree with me because we always have this conversation. I think what we call each other and what we think about each other has a lot of part to do with that.
Mm.
So when we use the N word to describe who we really are, I don't care if you call it endearment or not endearment or whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
We know that word is negative.
Right.
We can just be honest with each other. We know that word is negative. And if we can't get that out of our mouth, how we going to think the way white people or anybody else think about us if we can't even get that word out of our mouth in our community? I think we got to start with, we got, you talking about being accountable of what we do. I think we really do have to start being accountable of what we do. And we can do that. We can take that out of our community in 24 hours if we really wanted to.
Maybe 36.
What was that?
Maybe 36 hours. I don't think 24 hours is going to be enough.
I might hope.
Well, you know what I mean, though,
I
right?
agree with you that we could take it
out.
out. I agree. And I can agree with you that I guess you could say it's a bad word. I could agree with that, too. But I just don't agree that it's what our main problem. I think if we take that word away, man, we'll still have all the same problems.
Well, Mike, you're correct about that, but listen what you just said. If we take that word out, it's not our main problem. But for you to say it's not our main problem, you already got to understand it's a problem. So why, even if it's not our main problem, won't we just get rid of it?
I don't know what it'll do. I mean, I wouldn't argue with you because I use the word or whatever, and I don't know. It's just, man, I just grew up on it, man. It's the word, man. And I had the power to change because I do it in certain places. I do change and I don't use it, but I just don't care enough, man.
Do you not use it as a respect thing, or you feel like it's going to degrade who you are amongst other people? Like, does it not make you comfortable to say it in front of certain people? Why not say it? Because I always say it.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you why. I'm 60 years old, all right? And I growed up knowing what that word represented. And don't believe, look, I'm not going to sit up and act like I'm holier than thou. I have never used the word before. But about 25 years ago, I took it out of my vocabulary.
Okay.
Because I understood, even though not consciously, but self-consciously, it really have power, man. And even though I know white people, when they don't want to use the word, they can cut on our TV and use it and hear it used all over the TV or the net. And they can just sit back and laugh, say, we can't use it, but we'll let them use it as long as they use it. We don't have to use it. So what I'm trying to say is, no, not one thing in our community we change is going to flip us. But what I'm saying is we got to start somewhere. I mean, you could climb to the top. You got to take a step. Each step you take, you get closer to where you want to be at. And I think that's one of the things we can do, and it don't cost nothing.
I personally...
he said it don't cost nothing.
Personally, I disagree. I feel like, and respectfully, it's a generational thing.
Okay, if you say that, no disrespect. But I'm going to tell y'all right there why you... Okay, well, no disrespect, but just put this in because I know you got other calls.
Implement it.
Okay, so why is it you can't use the F word, the fag word? Why you can't use the kike word? Why you can't? See, you was talking about your personal way you feel about it.
Okay, but look, kike word,
you be
kike
scourging on the community.
Yeah, let me say this, right? At least to speak for myself. Like I said, the nigga word was spoken in my very own household, and all my neighbors and all my friends and all my uncles, aunts, cousins, everybody said that shit. That shit was ingrained in me. Kike, I never even heard that shit until I was an adult.
Is that something you fly?
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck that is and shit.
Kike? So how about fag?
And fag was the same way for me. It was like niggas call people fags.
But you can't use it now. You can't even use it on y'all station.
But look, I don't even have a reason to, man. It's not even like... There's no reason. I get nothing out of that.
I feel like when you say that, you're purposely trying to be hurtful to somebody.
Right.
Like that's one of the hurtful words. Like, you know what I mean? Like, now if we were to go nigger, and I hate to, make the spelling significant.
Spelling matters though.
But these are two different things with two different meanings. And at some point we were able to finesse what they utilized and made it something that we can embrace, and it became a multi-meaning thing. Like
Have you ever seen somebody kill somebody using that word?
But look,
have you ever seen somebody actually shot and use that word as they're being shot?
And I'm
telling you about my personal experience.
I haven't, but I've seen somebody hug somebody with passion and say, "I love you, my nigga." Right. I love you.
I've seen that too.
I love you. I love everything about you, my nigga. You my nigga. I've seen that more than I've seen die, nigga. I've never seen that.
Okay, have you ever seen somebody come up to you and hug your mom and say, "I love you, bitch"?
That's different.
I never heard that.
It's different.
I never heard that with my mama.
These are two different words.
I know, but what they represent, that's what I'm saying. Women use that word towards each other, but what do it really represent? You wouldn't accept that from a man coming up there and telling your mother that. I'm just saying there's other people who live in your community who looks like you, who thinks like you, and trying to move like you, but they don't like the word, so we got to be very
But look, why be controlled by these words anyway, man? I don't let no fucking words, somebody's meaning of a word control me at all. It's just your actions. You could come
so if you go to work today and somebody and your white man call you a nigga, you accept that?
But it ain't about the word. It's about what his intention is. It's about
if he called you that, would you accept it? That's the question.
I wouldn't accept it, and nor would I accept boy or colored or brother. What if a white boy come to me and say, "Hey, what's up, my brother"?
Yeah, that shit ain't acceptable either.
Hey, what's up, my brother?
It ain't just about the word, man. It's the intent, man.
Like, hold up, white man. I'm not your brother.
His intent might be good. He might listen to a lot of rap records.
Yeah, so what's the difference if he's listening to rap words and says, "My nigga"? What's up, my nigga?
Because he think if he listened to that word, he's been reciting the lyrics of that word, he might feel like he's got the end card now.
I totally give the end card in music.
Yo. What about that? Tell us about we're talking about Nipsey Hussle, man. What you got any light to shine on that?
My whole thing about Nipsey is he traveled down some same streets I traveled with Dr. Sabi. He was trying to do some things with Dr. Sabi and stuff like that. And he was trying to do things positive. What I'm trying to say is we got a lot of things. I mean, look who he was killed by. Number one, look who he was killed by. So what I'm just saying is in our neighborhood, it's a lot of things we got to clear up. This is why people, when they do become famous, they move out of the neighborhood.
I think segregation has more to do with that than success.
Okay, you become rich, you go move out of the neighborhood?
Yes. Well, segregation was the part where we felt like in order to feel like we're successful, we have to now move around white people, as opposed to back in the day where we all utilized each other in the community and we relied on each other's resources and activities.
But sometimes you might just want to live where shit is nicer at, man. When niggas ain't.
Okay, so you saying are you saying Black Wall Street? At that time, when the nice place to live
That's exactly what I'm talking about, and we bought into segregation. as in, like, let's not make it our community. Let's leave our community, and our symbol of success will be being able to be around them as if their grass is greener, as if their stores are cleaner, as if their knowledge is more knowledgeable. This is what niggas have been buying into all of this time, and that's what Nipsey Hussle represented. We're going to bring these things to our own neighborhood. And we're going to keep, and if you ever went into the Marathon store, it felt like you were in somewhere else. And once we start bringing that kind of, man. You never went there? Nah. Oh my God. It makes you feel like you're in the Beverly Center. Technology, everything is teched out. It's one of those places where you're like, yo, I would like shopping here. I want to shop here. And it was expensive as fuck. A sweatshirt is going to cost you $100. As if you're fucking on Melrose.
Hey, look, man.
But I'm saying, so what? I mean, I'll be willing to spend. I mean, in New York, I seen this experience in New York. I seen Puerto Ricans pay $2 and $3 for a loaf of bread back in the 80s and the 70s due to the fact there was a big grocery store down the street, and they could have got it for probably for $1.29. But you know why they paid the $2 and $3 for? Because they knew that if the car got broken down by the owner, that he was going to get somebody in the community to fix it. So that's
that's exactly what I'm talking about. Right. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's where segregation fucked us up. Now we have to go to these foreign mechanics who Johnny the mechanic is now working in fucking Burbank. Because he wants to fix on white people cars as opposed to when he was fucking bartering and working everybody in the neighborhood.
Well, Mike always say the people don't go out and publicize what they're really doing in the community. A lot of people, he don't kind of like some people who publicize what they're doing in the community. We've been having what they call the black pages for a long time, man.
Did you say I said that?
No, Mike, you said that, I brought up a brother who I thought who was doing good things in the community, and I thought he had a great mindset.
Ooh.
But Brother Umar,
oh.
You don't like him. I know you don't like him personally. See, I'm saying, you don't like him personally. You don't like him personally. I understand that, and that's cool.
Not personally. Not personally. I don't even know him, man. I just don't like the rhetoric, man. I just don't like that.
I understand.
Running game.
You might think just because somebody who speaks the way he speaks, but you got to understand he comes from that era where people spoke like that.
What era? He's younger than us, man. What you talking about?
You know, what I'm just saying. What I'm just saying, he's been on the front line for a long time. That Mike. I'm not talking about his age. I'm talking about his wisdom. He's a Garvey Knight, so I'm talking about his wisdom.
Wow, I don't know about all that. But
see, that's what I'm saying. We speak on things we don't know about, but we put another brother in the ground. And Mike, you've been guilty of doing that.
No, when you talking about
the brother,
we're talking about Umar. I say it again right now. Shit, any nigga that brag about having 6 degrees, nigga, you a fool. Right when he said that, nigga, I got 6 degrees. Like, damn, nigga, your dumb ass went to school that many times, nigga.
Okay,
for what?
What was the content? What was the content? Why he was saying
it don't matter
that,
though. It doesn't matter, man. It's just an insight. It's just an insight that I got because somebody, dude, who has 1 degree already knows that the degrees don't really mean that much, man. So why the fuck you bragging on 6? It turns out that he going to schools that ain't schools, and it's just like, and then he like kind of like a preacher and shit, like traveling around, getting money from congregations, spreading these little words, man, getting in conflicts with people, man, over that little bullshit, man. Where the fuck is the school at? Where's all the shit that's gonna come from all the money that he collected from people and shit, man?
Have you did the research? Mike?
Man, I'm over here researching on new generations, man. I don't be following
that's
no
what
clowns.
He's doing. But that's what he's doing. He's trying to open up a school for black males.
Trying.
Hey, man, that's the thing, man. We spend too much time acknowledging motherfuckers who keep trying shit. Now we're talking about a brother who was just
who doing shit.
Who was doing shit. Like without a fraction of that education.
Right.
Who has made a bigger impact on the people of the if Umar died, it'll be like
It'd be like
1,000
13
posts
niggas.
on that nigga. Like, hey,
it'd
man.
be like 13 niggas.
He's not touching the people because I'm gonna tell you why he's not touching the people in the same way. It's because he's charging motherfuckers for the information.
There you go.
When you start charging motherfuckers for information, you're being self-filled. It's just like having to pay to go to church.
Yeah, it's that.
It's like you have to pay. Like, nigga, you can't come in here unless you swipe a credit card.
Let me ask you a question then. The brother who made the record, who we talking about tonight, didn't he use his finances for what he did as far as his profession and use it to build his community?
Yeah. What
yes.
does that mean?
He has tangible things. We're not talking about what he attempted to do.
Yeah.
He didn't go around on tour 1,000 years and not build shit.
Hold on, Melrose. How long are you gonna wait, dude? How long are we gonna wait for this fucking
a nigga with 6 degrees can't
been talking about this shit since
Wait a minute. Have you ever tried to get money from your community? You know how hard that is?
Oh, I do.
You know how hard it is?
You know why it's hard to get money from your community? Because you charge them for shit that's free. That's when it's hard.
Yeah.
But if you got something that people can use and I can't access on my own, then I'm willing to pay for it. But if I could just go to the fucking internet and pull this shit up, why am I paying for you to come in here and say so?
Yo,
because in the end of the day, you'll have a school, and he do have.
Do you go to church?
School.
Do you go to church?
No, sir. And I don't believe in no non-European type of spirituality.
Okay, so
I'm a holistic type of brother.
Okay, so why are you even feeling the way this nigga is, man? He's like a fake preacher. He's like a traveling circus man and shit.
Look, I might
have you been checking?
I might disagree with people the way they travel down the freeway, but if we all trying to get to the East Coast and you go to 10 and I go to 40, as long as you're trying to do something in my community, that's what I'm into.
See,
I mean, I don't look at anything as failure. I look at anything that you got to climb steps.
Well, okay.
I don't say you failed something. I say you just got to climb to the next step.
Well, we in here using this. Yeah, so that's how we are. We in here using this N-word, and it ain't no failure.
I'm gonna tell you,
it's just another route that we taking.
What I just learned last week is, we got to take the T word out of our goddamn mouth.
There you go, Melrose.
Take the T word out. Stop trying and start doing. Motherfuckers been trying shit forever. Trying is just another way of saying I did not do it.
Yeah,
I'm trying. I tried.
I'm about
you ain't do shit.
I'm finna.
You did shit. All you did, I know what you did do was collect. That's what you did successfully. You collect, but as far as implementing what you said you were going to do, you're still trying it. How can a motherfucker with 6 degrees still be out here to try to build some shit that's motherfuckers done already patterned already?
But look, the thing about Nipsey Hussle, though, the thing about Nipsey Hussle, too, is that he made albums, bro. He made albums. He made records. He made hold on, man. He made songs. He made all this shit, right? And then they became for sale. It would be like him saying, "Hey, y'all, I ain't made no music yet, but everybody give me money for my studio time, and I'm gonna make some
trying to
records.
Get this album
I'm
out.
about to make this shit, nigga. It's coming.
Look, I'm about to freestyle.
I'm trying. Street corner selling this stuff. Did you know the brother when he was on the street corner selling this stuff?
I didn't know the brother
at all. No, but I know he did that.
That's what I'm just saying is, but when he started off, that's what trying was. When he first started off,
he wasn't trying.
That was doing.
No. When he first started off, he was trying to get to a certain level.
Nah, that was doing.
That's pure speculation. I moved to strike, Your Honor.
Oh no!
You're speculating what he was trying to do.
Look, you don't want to listen. If you want us to learn from you, you got to learn from us. If you want us to learn from you, you got to agree to learn from us. And one thing I think you could agree with is taking trying out our vernacular. Our people, period. Let's take it off of Nipsey and everything else. Our people got to take trying out the game, man. We shouldn't even use that word. It's like an excuse not to do the shit you saying you're gonna do. So that's all Melrose saying right now is the power. You want to say some power in a word, nigga? Take trying out the game and see our power, bro. We'll start shining brightly.
Say I did.
So what you trying to tell me right now?
No, we're not trying to tell you anything. We just told you.
Okay, what you just told me right now.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
There we go,
brother. You fast learner.
We got some growth, Melrose.
Hey, he's a fast learner.
Yeah, we got some growth.
Hey, but if you but when you really put the proof in the pudding, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Whatever we doing negative in our community, and you can joke about it, you can laugh about it, you can not think about it or think it's not worth anything. But until we start looking on the positive scale, we ain't gonna never make it.
Oh, I agree with that. I agree with that all day. That's what we need to do.
That's a fact. That's a great way to end this call. Caller, thank you for calling in. Mike Robertson Boulevard.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, man. Call in, man. We love it. Holla back.
Peace, King.
Holla back, OG.
Peace, King. Man. Peace, King.
All right.
My nigga.
Man, oh, man. Let's go party, people. No, man. You know what it is, man? You said something, Melrose, important that sometimes we have like gaps in our age range
definitely.
That makes us think certain ways. It's our errors. And I could see in myself being just slightly older than you guys, than you, and then even a little more older than the one. You know what I mean? I could see certain shit like, I know Poetus gets this, but these niggas don't. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like, so it don't take many years to be different in different space, man. So the OG right here, he like 60, he said. So I
can understand his perspective coming from a place where maybe somebody had at some point actually referred to you as a nigger.
Right.
I personally have never experienced somebody of another race calling me nigger in a way that made me defensive. Nobody ever been like, hey, nigga, get out of here, nigger. I've never seen that. I've never experienced that. But what I did experience, the first time I ever really heard nigga on a record, my white homie was playing it.
Really? What was
and I'm like, nigga, what is this? It was Two Live Crew.
Oh, Two Live Crew.
I was turned on to NWA by some white boys. Real talk. Like, so.
They get more privileges, man, to listen to shit, too.
But two, at some point, you got to just say, you know what, man, like, I know how you feel about me as a person.
Right.
And I know that you reciting these lyrics is not you being racist towards me. Right. How am I going to get in the car and we playing YG and because now I jump in the car, you got to
censor your shit. Right.
Like, come on, man. Like, that's fake. If you don't say it around me and you really say it,
you fake.
That's fake, and I think you're racist. But if you saying it, you singing along, and you really feeling it, you swagging, like, how I'ma be mad?
Woo! Niggas gonna get some fat lips for that.
How I'ma be mad?
You gotta be careful, man. It's a dicey situation.
Come on, man.
Say it at your own risk.
It's not dicey.
Say it at your own risk, and you gotta know who you're around and stuff when you say that stuff too, man.
Bro, if we in a party and this going up,
if it's a party,
but I'm saying if we in a car. Like, when is there a right time not to do this?
That's the thing. It just depends on who you're with and, you know.
Hey, man. Green light. You in the car with me, you playing YG, sing all that shit. Don't stop because I'm in the car.
Donald Trump.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Hey, guys, can you put in the black version?
Fuck.
Put in the black version.
Come on, man.
Man, I got called nigga by whites.
I've never experienced that.
By a sheriff, man. First time I ever heard it. Sheriff called me a nigga at a 7-Eleven. It was like, look at the little nigger. And he said it to his buddy that was in the car with him, too. They was both just sitting there. And I was like, what the fuck? Damn. It sounded different. Like, damn, nigga called me a little nigger. And he said it like in a way of just letting you know that we know what you are, you know? I was like, damn. So that shit happened, but even before that, I had an instance where a Mexican dude called me a nigger, basically. And he meant it in the real nigger kind of way, too, because I basically was fighting his little brother. I was fighting his little brother who was my age. And, man, I gave him the hands, right? And then his older brother, there's like 9 brothers, right? Every year they had a brother.
Another brother come from
for every grade.
From jail. Motherfucker come from jail. Like, damn.
Well, I was like 6 though. I was like 5.
Okay, here's an 8th grader and a 9th grader,
6th grader, 4th grader. Yeah,
these motherfuckers get released every year.
So man, the nigga that basically I whooped him up, and then the next older brother was like, he came with the, "You lucky, man. I don't want to hurt you." You know, he said that shit to me. He saw how I just whooped him up. He was like, "I don't think I want none either." But then his next size brother, that fool came in and looked at his face and shit. He was like, and turned around and was like, blah, 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 blah. And nigga fucked me up, dude. Stumped me all down in bushes and shit. I was getting his feet all on me, dude. He was stumping me. Then he was like, "You fucking nigger." I was like, damn, I needed some recap on that. But wait, what is that? What?
Why you had to say that?
Right, why you do that part on? I play marbles with y'all niggas every day.
Man. I didn't know y'all really felt like this.
These niggas was my marble partners.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing with black people that at some point we got to recognize about ourselves and take some accountability. We are probably the most racist race on the planet. We say racist shit about all races.
Yeah.
We are we got terms for y'all motherfuckers that y'all never even heard of.
We can be prejudiced or bigoted, but not racist.
Very true.
But I mean, in the term of we're calling y'all some shit that y'all don't want to be called.
Yeah, that's big. It's more like being a bigot.
Oh, that's a bigot?
Yeah, or prejudice.
Okay,
racist means like you in control and shit. You can never be in control.
Okay, we're not in control unless you're in the car with us, and we're going to determine whether or not you can say some shit. That's when we got the power to determine that. But we are the biggest bigots, and we have extreme prejudice, period. I work in a barbershop. I hear all the terms. All the terms of the people on the... Come on, man.
Everything that a nigga says... and he lowers his voice like you said, Melrose.
Hey, look at that honky.
Yeah, whisper.
Look at that ching chong chong ching.
I know.
Fucking Mexican. Like we do it all. We do it all. And then if we hear one statement, we blow the fucking fuse.
Right.
As if we not the same kind of way. We all people, man. We all people. Come on, man. Fucking relax. You can't let, like you said earlier, we can't let these words fucking fuel our fire. It only means something to you if it means something to you.
Right. Exactly.
Some of this shit don't mean nothing to me. You can say whatever you want about me. Motherfuckers say I look like I was in court today. I was not. I was not. I was in my own business handling my fucking... I was in my own business handling my own business, and I put on a shirt and tie, and everybody keep asking me, where you going? I am where I going, motherfucker.
Bro, you got to be careful wearing that tie in the hood, man.
I don't. I specifically wear this tie in the hood just so motherfuckers don't look at me.
It does work in that way. I am invisible, man.
Hey, I am like, nigga. Hey, excuse me, brother. You hiring?
Hey, don't you see the tie?
I done got asked for 5 job applications today, man. You hiring over there? Nah, nigga.
I feel you, man. Dang, man. Well, look, bro. I just want to make sure we get the point across that, man.
We was talking about Nip, man.
Yeah, we're talking about Nip, man. When we got a guy like that that's really special, man, that's pouring his heart out to the people, man, and moving the community, man, in such a strong way. We got to protect those kind of people, man, because, we got these, like, jealous. Even if you think of shit like Game of Thrones or any of that shit, it's always somebody, man, with the power and somebody that want to take it, man. And they want it easy, and they want it undeservingly. And these motherfuckers have been doing this type shit since the beginning of time, man.
Yes.
And I'm not in none of that business, man. I know they got parts of the game that's in the inner workings of that situation that we'll never know. I don't even want to know. I don't want to be in on it. But just know that, man, the kings, man, we got to uplift them, man. We got to uplift them.
And we got to recognize them in due time.
Right.
A lot of times it became apparent when we saw Nipsey had passed that a king died.
Right.
When we saw Nip, we saw him as great potential. But when he passed, he instantly became the king. Like this, there's nobody like this right now amongst us. And what I love about his perspective and what he was doing is he didn't come out and say, I'm your leader. He just led.
Right.
A lot of times niggas got to be recognized as the people's leader. This is what damages so many
that's another part of the bullshit. Yeah.
He just came out and did shit and kept doing shit and kept saying things that were so profound. And when I listen to his music, I am fueled in entrepreneurial thug shit.
Yeah, and you know what? He said a simple thing, man. He said the only thing that's different between me and everybody else is I never quit. That's the only thing that's different. He says, all these guys, man, this niggas is tight out here, man, but I just never stopped.
That's a fact. And,
simple.
And he kept growing and growing and growing and evolving. He eventually evolved into a husband and a father. And a lot of times when you look at his legacy, this is the point that's maybe going to be downplayed the most. A street nigga who come from a place where there is no love eventually became a husband and a father.
Right.
And that's one of the most important things too, outside of business, because at the end of the day, you start talking about king and legacy, it is about family. This man became a family man, a thug nigga from the streets, found love, shared love, spread love to everybody. And he left a blueprint on how to become the same thing when most niggas hide the information and then sell it to you in the book.
Oh, man, that's a good point.
Umar?
Man. Yeah.
Umar?
Look, not even in the book. You got to just pay to come see me say it.
Yeah, you got to come see it.
You got to pay to see me say it, man.
As opposed to just dropping the gems every time, man. This is what I think as a people, this is what fails us so many times. We keep trying to sell the shit that should be free.
Right.
Just give the game.
Pass the shit down,
Come
bro.
on, man.
That's what builds your DNA, man. Passing it down from generation to generation.
Because
man.
if you don't, it dies with you.
Oh, yeah.
It dies. This when it stops. Bloop. Mm-hmm. If he hadn't done what he did, how he did it, it would have died with him. The blueprint. He blueprinted it out from day one. This is why I'm selling my mixtapes like this. This is how I increase the value in my music. I set the price for what it is. I tell you why it's worth $100 for my CD. Because I'm only going to make 1,000 of them.
But people are willing to spend their money on authenticity, man.
Yes.
And that is in anything, whether you make good food, whether you make good art, whether you make great clothes, whatever it is, man. It's the authenticity that people want to pay for. Because the fake shit, they could just do on their own. The fake you, a nigga can emulate in his bathroom mirror. It's the real you, man, that they putting money on the fucking table for, man. So that's something that he brought to the table, man, was just realness. Like, I think about, like, how I felt like when Pac got killed, Biggie got killed. Like, man, when Pac got killed, man, I was hurting, man, like, really deep down inside. And I feel like these younger folks who are probably my age back then, like when Pac died, are feeling the same way, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And the thing about it is, like, the value in someone such as a Nipsey or a Pac or somebody is like the inspiration that you get from them is real. It's not like even after they die, the inspiration lives on forever. So the shit that you like in them and what you could get out of it and what they do for you, for what they do for your soul, that shit does not die, bro. It's not die.
I think, and today we were talking about this in the barbershop from that perspective, the difference between a Tupac and a Nipsey. Tupac was, I would like to say, all respect due, a trier. There wasn't many things that he left behind that you can say, you know what, there it is. That's the infrastructure that he built. This is the place that he constructed. This is that. Pac, in a lot of ways, he said, I am just a spark that's going to create the Nipsey. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The difference between Pac and Nipsey left behind the monuments. He showed us, like, man, I bought my block. Mm-hmm. I came through. I bought the block. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We just closed the deal. This is our corner.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's what's so important in evolving. Like Pac was the spark, Nipsey was the flame. Somebody else coming along is going to be the fire.
Right.
You know what I mean? Somebody else is going to be the fucking volcano. It just shows the different points of view. Like Pac had a lot of things that he wanted to do, a lot of ideas that he wanted to accomplish. But if we were to go say like go to Pac's whatever, where will we go? Outside of the music.
The first place you go, I was going to say,
outside of the music,
to his catalog.
Yeah, outside of the music, because they were both musicians. But being able to transition from musician to a real entrepreneur to a place where it's like, yo, I'm doing this in my neighborhood. I came back in.
It's a different path. It's a different path because, for one thing, Nipsey grew up in this neighborhood and stayed in this neighborhood. Pac didn't really have a home like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Pac was from Baltimore, then from Brooklyn, then from Marin County, then to L.A. Pac... The other thing is different about Pac too. Pac's mother was in prison,
right,
when she was pregnant with him.
Right.
You know what I mean? A little kid born, being in underneath prison, and
I dig it.
Being thirsty and mama can't eat. You know what I mean? Getting beat up and all that. He's just had a different path, man. That's what I mean. He's had a different path, transient lifestyle, with living with the revolutionaries. All that type of shit is different from growing up in this gang shit, man. The gang LA shit is just some different type shit, man. He never left.
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was just a situation of these are just two different types of, there was a spark.
Right.
And there was a flame. Bam.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I mean?
All right, man. We're going to get out of here, y'all, man. Melrose, where
What
can
up?
they find you, man? Black Hollywood, all that good stuff?
Yes. As if you already know, you can find me at Black Hollywood, 8916 Southwestern, where we can be serviced with all of the best barbers in the country. I'm declaring it now. I've been looking nationwide, and I think we have the best haircuts and service in the country. I reckon that you come down, and my man who called in, come in, get a free haircut. The third cut.
Oh, your third cut is free?
Your third cut is free. Yeah, third cut is free.
I like that.
Yeah, and we won't say nigga. Everything will be king. And that's the one thing about Black Hollywood. We refer to everybody as king when they walk through the door. So you're a king in Black Hollywood. Please keep supporting black business. All
right, man. I just said where they can find you.
That's
man.
where you can find me. You
Melrose
find me in my goddamn thoughts.
Commercial.
Fucking shit.
All right, now, King Mike Boogie, y'all. Give it up to our poetess in the building. Hey, poetess.
Whoa.
Hey. And shit, man, we out of here, y'all. Thanks for listening, man. Rest in peace to Mr. Fucking Nipsey Hussle, man.
And respect to his family, man.
Yeah,
and
all
his
that
kids,
good stuff, and all the people from around the way.
And keep his fire burning. Most
That's
importantly,
right. That's right.
It's suit and tie week, man. Everybody get on your suit and tie shit. We are entrepreneurs.
Look the part, be the part, baby.
Peace.
I like my green with crystals like Folgers, picking up momentum, rolling like boulders. They call me ice, but I'm really much colder. My rhymes is heavy like the weight on my shoulders. I'm spitting that red hot smoldering lava. I fight to the end like the Navajo. Crack a bottle though, make it the goose with cranberry and triple sec. Triple my check, I feel the ripple effect of a fool on the loose. I hit you from every angle, from obtuse to right. Street shit like JJ, I'm dynamite. Slide me some dough, I show you an execution in the flesh. And promise not to leave nothing left. If you bomb it, I keep stabbing, shooting, damaging, looting. Till it ain't no disputing who the greatest is.